so we have right here in the studio to talk about that AI input or tool to all that we do, the Chief Executive Officer of RKY Careers. So there you go, it's already out there, it's about the careers. It's Rukayat Alabi. Hi, Rukayat, good afternoon, welcome to the program.
Yeah, good afternoon, thanks for having me.
Great, so I mean, it seems every conversation now, financial sector, agriculture, health is all about AI adoption and technology, but you were looking at the careers. And we see a lot of people engage in short courses, you know, to get upgraded and all of that. And it seems to be a compelling thing, whether you like it or not. That's the reality now. But we should not be scared that AI is taking over our jobs. I think that has been eroded by now.
Yes, I totally agree with you. AI is not, coming to take our jobs. We actually need to catch up with AI because AI isn't going anywhere. All roles, even traditional roles now, have had to adapt, AI into it. And statistically speaking, professionals who have AI certifications, courses, or are able to demonstrate their ability to implement or integrate AI into what they do are able to get jobs even faster. And even if we look at entrepreneurial side as well, it's very important to adapt and move with the trends. AI is actually changing the way we do business as well. We have AI agents right now who are is helping us to complete tasks more easily than we would usually do. So AI isn't going anywhere and it's not taking our jobs. It's actually making things...
So you better adopt.
Exactly. So it's making things better and even creating opportunities. Jobs that people have to actually go to the uni to study, or even skills that people need to learn, right, through like 6 months, 8 months, or even 1 year are easily being learned now, or easily being, those kind of jobs are available and easily learned through AI now.
Yeah, but I also hear, because I had a similar conversation some time ago, I mean, the issue of hybrid jobs and this, I mean, now we do a lot of interviews on Zoom and all of that, and all of these are part of the new trend. But I hear now that even the skills are getting saturated. What I mean by that is, formerly it used to be if you have the skills and you can't do an AI job or a remote job, you have a job waiting for you. But now it seems the market is saturated and everybody is going that way. Who is going to create the jobs?
Right. So yeah, there's this myth about some jobs being saturated, right? Some fields being overcrowded. However, that's because a lot of people focus on just the technical skills. There are so many people that have technical skills right now. However, to get a job, to stand out in the job market now, you need much more than technical skills. You need the soft skills, to be able to cope or to survive or thrive in a hybrid or remote environment. You need soft skills. You need emotional intelligence. You need to be able to manage stakeholders. What will make two different candidates stand out or different in an interview is not about their ability to complete the tasks or their ability to apply the technical skills. It's about their people skills. How do they come across? How are they perceived?
But is that also an AI thing?
Right, so that's not AI, and that's where AI is not going to take our jobs. So even if you have the technical skills, the people skills you have, your interpersonal relationship skills, your emotional intelligence is what will now make you different from a robot that's just, crammed out to do a job or just, learns a skill without actually having practical experience in that field.
So what are the biggest challenges that, this new trend brings for small businesses, for individuals looking to switch careers and all of that?
Right, so what I would say is the main challenge people have is adapting really fast because it's really moving fast. There are new evolutions, new emerging technologies coming up every day. But what we can do, or what professionals and entrepreneurs can do, is to, first of all, in the business side, make sure that they validate their ideas. They should not just feel that, oh, because AI can do something, let me start it. AI can help me do this, let me start it. Validate your idea. Make sure there's actually
What do you mean by
demand.
validating your idea?
Right, so most people feel to start a business, what you need is to just have a very good idea. But a very good idea is not what is going to make your business successful. The first thing you need to do is to validate that idea. Make sure there's actually a demand for it and not just something you're making up in your head. And after this has been done, you have to actually go the lean way because funding isn't also easily come by. A lot of people start businesses with the mindset that they will get funding, and then, we need to start lean and have efficient operations in place, to now grow organically. Right, and also for professionals trying to transition to tech or trying to adapt these AI skills, first of all, they need to acquire the skill sets, gain practical experience in it, and then, join communities where they can thrive and be supported.
But a lot of people don't have the patience now. I mean, as you said, because AI can help us to do a lot of things. We just depend on AI. We go to the internet, we have the data. Oh, there, we can fly. And I think there are risks to that also.
Yes, definitely. I mean, we don't have the patience, which is why courses like, courses that are like practical experience focused are better and, way easier to transition to learn these skills. Courses that has been designed to include not just the technical skills, but also the soft skills, as well as, all the support you need to either be job ready or be business ready. So, which is why mentorship and coaching isn't going to go anywhere. Is also going to be a very big part of you actually having a successful career or even a successful business. You can't just do it because you have the technical skills. It can take you to a certain level, but it won't take you to the optimum you really want to achieve.
So what are the selling sectors amidst all of this new trend?
Right, that's a very tricky question. That's a very tricky question. To be honest, when making decisions about what career paths to explore or what, emerging technologies to adapt, there's no one size fits all. What's most important is, the interests. What do you have interest in? What's your background? What have you laid your hands on? What have you done? What did you study? And then after this...
What did you study? Does it still come in now? Because it does seem like a lot of us go to school and come out and we do what we find to do, not based on what we studied.
Right. So the what did you study will probably be for people that are like entry level, that have zero experience. Right. So, and that's why I said about 3 factors should be considered. What's your background? What do you find easy to do? Then what do you have interest in? Because there are so many of them that bad combination might not give you the best or optimum results you want. So a combination of your background, your interest, and your capacity as well. For instance, not everybody is going to be a software developer. Just because it's easier and it's a very good career path. Sometimes barrier to entry as well is also something to consider. There's some career paths that you can't just get into and straight away you learn and then straight away you're applying or you get a job. You need to get some certifications, you need to get some licenses and all of that. So what's most important is to make sure that it's aligned with yourself, because the process of even trying to transition could actually be inundating if the interest and the real motivations are not in place.
If the real motivation is money.
If the motivation is just money, I mean, maybe...
I think frustration awaits you somewhere.
Exactly.
But everybody's talking about career change and transitioning and all of that. And I wonder, you talked about requirements, if age comes in, because, it's easy for the young ones to easily transition, but an individual who has been in a sector, in a career path for decades, and then says, oh, this is a trending job or sector and wants to switch. I wonder what kind of hurdles would await such an individual.
Right, thanks for that. So the first thing is that we need to first of all look beyond our immediate environment, because if you're looking just at probably a particular place you're situated, age might actually be a factor in some environments. However, the world is now very small. It's a global market. We have people, physically in Nigeria getting jobs, getting gigs in the US, earning in the UK, earning pounds and all of that. So what's most important is the skill sets. In lots of these areas, age is not a barrier. What's most important is what skill set do you have? What experience are you able to demonstrate? And that's what will get you the job. Age is not really a barrier. We have a lot of people, for instance, at RKY Careers that we train that are like 50 and just trying to transition into new career paths to get jobs in the UK, to get jobs in the US. So age is not a barrier. What's most important is what can you do with your hands, which is why I will always tell people, keep working on yourself, even while you are waiting, while you're trying to get a job, while you are waiting, during your waiting period, keep working on yourself, because whatever it is, whatever improvements you get on yourself cannot be taken away from you.
Okay, yeah, the way you're saying, I think there should be no unemployment. There should be no unemployment in Nigeria, in the world at all.
Right.
Because, I mean, the sky is so wide, the opportunities are so much but we still have high unemployment in many countries, including Nigeria.
Yeah, I agree with you. Not, yeah, and that's why the skills are important. That's why the skills are important. And there are so many ways you can utilize the skill set after you've gained them. Once you have the skill set that are in demand, you could either use it, to get a job. You could use it to start a business. You could monetize it. Look at the gig economy right now. Do you know that the young guys are not even trying to get jobs right now? I have people that, just one gig, 30 minutes, 100K end. So it's all about what skill set do you have. At the same time, you have some people who are lamenting and complaining about not being able to earn anything because they don't have skill sets that are transferable or that are monetizable. So it's about what skill sets do you have. That's what makes all the difference. People are actually also making a lot of money and taking advantage of these opportunities that are abound. And this is where education also comes in. Awareness, education. People need to know that tech skills are very important. Emerging technologies, AI, we need to actually catch up with it really fast to actually stay competitive in the job markets.
All right, so it's a challenge now. You're not supposed to be unemployed because the sky is very wide with opportunities. Rukayat Alabi, Chief Executive Officer of RKY Careers. Thank you so much.
Thank you.